Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we'll be going over some of the Pokemon inspired by famous people. I know what you're thinking, Gumshoos looking like Donald Trump. Well, no. We're focusing on intentional inspirations. Gumshoos was one of the biggest coincidences ever. Still pretty funny though. Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. First up is the Galarian Zigzagoon line, resembling Kiss. The latest entries of the Pokemon franchise, Sword and Shield, feature some hard-rocking spins on familiar Pokemon. Zigzagoon and its evolutionary line Lanoon were previously considered to be standard, boring HM Slave normal types, but since those are no longer a thing, and in this new Galar region, the two Pokemon will be gaining an additional type, Dark, as well as a new look and evolution, Obstagoon. All three of their Galarian forms' black and white color scheme, as well as the star around their eyes, are clear inspiration by the makeup of the rock band Kiss, with their long tongues especially drawing comparisons to the frontman Gene Simmons, a fact that Simmons himself has taken note of, saying to Newsweek, quote, "To see Pokemon pay homage to Kiss is flattering," end quote. Napoleon Bonaparte.
Alright, Napoleon, you're up last!
Barry's putting a water type against an electric type?
We have to wonder what the famed 19th century French emperor would have thought of his legacy being included in Pocket Monsters of all things. Empoleon is the final evolution of Piplup, a penguin-based starter Pokemon from the Diamond and Pearl games in the series.
It's the perfect time for Steel Wing!
Although Empoleon's appearance is somewhat suggestive of royalty, its true relation to Napoleon Bonaparte comes from its name, or rather names. Its original Japanese name is Emperor, which is a combination of Emperor, as in Napoleon's title, and the type of penguin, and Bonaparte, his last name. Similarly, Empoleon's English name combines Emperor, Pole as in Polar Poles, and Napoleon's given name. Genghis Khan. Speaking of Pokemon named after rulers, the most famous Mongolian emperor, Genghis Khan, is also the inspiration for a Pokemon. Genghis Khan is a fiercely protective, all-female group of Pokemon based on kangaroos. Although its Japanese name, Garura, is not immediately suggestive of any real-life figures, its design has features reminiscent of laminar armor, which was common in Mongolia during the time of Genghis Khan. And of course, Genghis Khan's English name is an obvious combination of the word kangaroo and Khan, with Kanga sounding more like Genghis. Somehow we think the Mongols' empire would have been even larger if they had taken these fierce creatures into battle. The Abberline, various mystics.
Alakazam.
Is that Kadabra?
Because their English names are based on famous magical words, Abra, Kadabra, and Alakazam, many Western players may not have known about this line's inspiration. Their Japanese names are all based off famous magicians and psychics. Abra is named Casey, named for Edgar Cayce, an American clairvoyant. Kadabra is named Yungoro, which is in reference to Uri Geller, a magician and supposed psychic famous for bending spoons. Geller even sued the Pokemon Company over the use of his name and likeness, which has led to Kadabra being largely absent from Pokemon media for almost 2 decades, with no resolution in sight. Finally, Alakazam's original name is Houdin, which is a reference to 2 illusionists, Jean Eugène Robert Houdin and Harry Houdini.
Alakazam!
Snorlax, Koji Nishin no.
Snorlax?
Snorlax may resemble some kind of bear with its wide girth and penchant for hibernation, but this Pokemon's origins are actually quite human.
Hey, I think Snorlax finally had enough!
Its Japanese name, Kabigon, is based on Game Freak designer Koji Nishino's nickname, since Kabi means mold and Nishino was reportedly in the habit of eating moldy food. Snorlax also derives its appearance from Nishino, as the two have notably similar eyes, head, and body shapes. With Nishino appearing himself in Pokemon Black and White 2, he even uses a Snorlax as his highest level Pokemon. Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee, various martial artists.
Chan.
Okay, Hitmonchan. Ready for a match?
Chan.
These two early fighting type Pokemon have plenty of power, and they were inspired by the greatest fighters in the real world. Hitmonlee's English name was derived from Bruce Lee, while its Japanese name, Saramura, is based on the Japanese kickboxer Tadashi Saramura, from which it gets its emphasis on kicking attacks.
Hitmonlee's not landing any kicks!
Meanwhile, Hitmonchan's English name is based on Jackie Chan, and its original name, Ebiwala, comes from the Japanese kickboxer Hiroyuki Ibihara, although the duo's English names are often copied when localized to other countries. Some of them use names based on even more fighters, like Hitmonlee's French name being based on Mike Tyson. Talk about your heavy hitters.
Don't hurt my father's Pokemon!
Rebecca!
And just a quick shout out before we end this video, I want to give a shout out to Gigantamax's Meowth, who's also based on someone famous. Just not a human, but rather the cat, Shiroi, aka Longcat. Check out these other great clips from MojoPlays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos straight away.